No,
No.
lo mismo que el baseline.
Ajá.
Básicamente 3 baselines.
Ok, lo mismo video.
Ujú.
Del mismo speech.
Sí, donde me lees las instrucciones. Hi, Diva, you have 3 minutes.
Ok, dame un segundito, dame ponerlo en la mano. Yo estoy creyendo que era lo otro. Ok, dame un segundito.
Okay.
Ok, voy a imprimir esto otra vez. Entonces, en vez de decir welcome to awareness training, pues vamos a poner welcome to
Post assessment.
post assessment to improve your post speech.
Sí, pero es todo, es igualitito al baseline.
Ok. Pero aquí no vamos a hacer any data collection, sino solamente que el video corra.
Ahorita lo estamos grabando y ya tú después haces el data collection solita después.
Ok.
Sí.
Un segundito. Ay, tengo estos pelos. No estoy muy bonita hoy. Porque tengo cuando tienen
No
los
te
niños.
preocupes.
Dios mío. Ok.
No te preocupes.
Ah, ok. Entonces, cuando tú estés lista, me avisa.
Yo ya.
Que estamos en vivo.
Tienes tu tarjetas roja y blanca y eso.
Sí y no. Dame un segundo. Ya.
Okay.
Esto sirve. Esto sirve muy chiquita, Natalia. Ok. Blanca. Y rosada que se mola por roja. Es lo mismo.
Perfecto.
Ok, cuando estés lista. Okay,
Lista.
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
You do you. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Hi, Diva. Welcome to post assessment to improve your public speaking. The target behavior we're focusing on your operational defining fill pauses in any occurrence of the
No,
speech.
Ana, ese es el awareness. Nada más estamos haciendo el baseline.
Okay. Okay, so tengo que decir, tengo que empezar aquí. I will present to you two topics. That's it.
Ajá, nada más. Hello,
No,
I will present
okay.
to you.
Déjame, discúlpame, déjame hacer una cosita. Ok. Yo tengo la cabeza de tanta cosa. Okay, again, again. Say hi, Diva. I will present to you two topics, and then you will give 3 minutes speech about the topic. And your topic choices are what your favorite holiday, and what do you do if you were rich?
What do I do for my what? Sorry.
If you were rich, if you won
If
the
I were
lottery.
rich.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Your topic choices are, I mentioned it before, if you won the lottery, what's your favorite holiday, you will have 3 minutes to prepare your speech. I will provide 5 seconds countdown, and when I say start, you can begin your prepared time. I will start counting 3 minutes to prepare. When you are finished with the preparation, please state I'm finished. Do you have any question?
No.
Okay, you can begin to prepare in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You have 1 more minute.
You know your stuff. Okay, ready to go? Papi's gonna go.
Okay, I'm ready. I'm finished.
Okay, stop.
Okay.
Give me a
For
second.
jacket.
1 minute, please.
Come. Come.
We're lost. We lost to go to school.
We're gonna go see doctors first, and the mommy's gonna stay here.
Okay.
All right, and then when we come back, you stay with mommy.
Stop.
I'm gonna share. You wanna take it with you or no?
Yes.
So take this.
Can you watch?
A little watch. Watch.
Minutes and 60 minutes
Sorry.
and an hour.
Okay.
Yes.
And when it's-
24 hours and an hour.
Sí, mi amor.
I need the
Estoy diciendo esto.
la cosa de él. ¿No necesitamos?
La escuela que está allá.
Okay.
I have to check it
No,
out.
sí, ya.
Ay. No se complica de tomar momento.
Go to Bubble.
Go. Come on. Mama's gonna stay.
I'm sorry. Oh my God.
It's okay.
La tarjeta de él, I'm sorry.
Dios mío.
Sorry to bother. La tarjeta de él. Así.
Start it again. Yo creo.
No.
We can start. Okay. So sorry, Diva.
It's okay.
So now you will have 3 minutes to deliver your speech. I will give you 1 minute remaining, warning holding a white sheet of paper. When you have reached 3 minutes, I will hold your red sheet of paper. As part of the post-assessment, no, that part is not good. Let's see. Okay, you will have, like I mentioned it before, 3 minutes for delivering your speech. So when you're ready, you can tell me and finish it, okay? I want to count down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You can start.
If I won the lottery, first I would be very excited and also very nervous. Gaining that amount of money, it's a huge responsibility, and I would be thinking of all the possibilities that I could do and all the things that I could do with this kind of money. One thing that comes to mind when thinking about winning the lottery and what I would do with it is to give it to my husband. Part of it. Let me back up. Give him part of this money because he is very business minded person. He's very good with ideas for developing businesses and also for managing money. He was a financial advisor, and that is one of his strengths, dealing with money and making money grow and expand. So I would give part of that money to him, and the plan would be that he will develop, I would devise a plan and think of a business, something. We already have some ideas that we have discussed, some plans if that were to happen, if we were ever able to have that kind of money, access to that, some of the things that he could do to develop the business that would give us a bigger income and an ongoing, an ongoing income that is coming from that business to be able to fund other projects that we have in mind. Those two projects that we have in mind, one of the most important one for both of us, and that we not only is important, but is something that we truly enjoy, is serving our community, whether it is our direct community, the one that we are living in, whatever we may be, or our global community. We are both very passionate and after our current experience about serving in orphanages. We have focused right now on developing a plan for like an architectural plan for building an orphanage foundation and the important pieces that they required. So we would use that money, possibly fund orphanages in different locations of the world. Not sure where those locations would be. The possibilities are endless. There's a lot of need. And also in the area of human trafficking would be another area that we would focus to use our money. This would also allow to have access to one of the other passions that we have, which is traveling. And this may happen through the work that we're doing, or it may happen separately as a leisure activity. Another thing that I can think of that I would do with the money is that another thing we both love doing, my husband and I, is doing special gifts, special surprises for friends or for family or even for strangers. We both are very excited when we plan a surprise getaway and rent a cabin for a group of our friends in just the mountains in Colorado. We did that a couple times just as a surprise. So that would be another way to do that. And this is the end of my speech.
Okay. All right. So this is post-assessment speaking video. Thank you, Diva.
Thank you. Now we do it again 2 more times.
Okay. So we're gonna click on off and then start it again, the new video.
No, we just keep going, but just reread the same instructions, maybe.
All right. So now my son is not here in the house. My husband too, so it's more easy. So this is the second video for post-assessment. I give you two choices and 3 minutes speech to prepare your topic. And the choices are what is your favorite vacations? Talk about your first job.
My favorite vacation.
Okay, so now you want to get 3 minutes to prepare your speech. When you reach the 3 minutes, you can say, I'm done, I'm ready to start. I want to count down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You have 1 more minute.
Okay.
Okay, you done? Great.
Yes.
This is the timer. Okay. Now you will have 3 minutes to deliver your speech. I'll give you 1 minute remaining, warning by holding white piece of paper. When you have reached 3 minutes, I will hold a red piece of paper, and then you can conclude your speech. Do you have any question?
No.
No? Okay, you can start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
My favorite vacation was 2 years ago, or a little less than 2 years ago, and it was for our 10th anniversary, 10th wedding anniversary. And it was a very exciting time. One of the memories that I will have forever in my heart and my mind. I think about it often. I have saved a couple of the pictures and that I keep in my phone and look back at some of them. We started planning this 10th year anniversary vacation 3 years before. We had to start saving money. We wanted to do something big. We were deciding in between a big renewal of our vows or a vacation, but we decided to do a vacation 3 years before. So we saved, we planned for it. We had to make some adjustments, probably a year before, because we had a 1-year-old this time that was coming with us. So it wasn't just my husband and I. We didn't feel comfortable leaving him behind, even though it was to celebrate our anniversary. So we had to get creative on how can we still celebrate our anniversary with a 1-year-old on a trip. And so we made some adjustments, and it was a wonderful trip. On our trip, we went for 2.5 weeks to Europe. We are currently living near Cancun. So we flew from Cancun, Mexico to Madrid. We found that flights to Madrid are very, very inexpensive from Cancun. So that made our flights very inexpensive and our trip cheaper. We spent, I believe, from 4 days in Madrid. Then we flew from Madrid to London. In London, we were 3 days. Then we flew from London to Prague. And in Prague, we were there 5 days. And then we flew back from Prague to Madrid and to Madrid to Cancun. The adjustment that we made in order for us to have a wonderful anniversary trip while having a 1-year-old with us was to make sure that in every city that we stayed in the downtown area, and we looked at Airbnb, and they had very good, comfortable, and inexpensive places near downtown area of Madrid, London, and Prague that came baby equipped. So they came with a feeding chair, they came with a crib, they came with some toys, and that was very good because it allowed us to, in the morning, get ready, go and sightsee the city, and then come back maybe from nap time and put the baby down from nap time and enjoy each other by ourselves while the baby sleeps, and then we would go back out and do the same thing every day. Our favorite thing in Madrid was the palace, the royal palace, and also going to a beautiful park called El Retiro. It has big areas of green grass, and that was really good because where we currently live with our baby, there was no green grass. Anyway, this was a wonderful trip, and this concludes my speech.
Okay, good job, Diva. Okay, this is the second video for post-assessment phase. Want to start the last video. Okay, Diva, I will present to you again 2 new topics, and then you will give you 3 minutes of speech about you can prepare your topic. Your topic choices are okay. Your first job, if you were born a decade ago.
If I what?
You born a decade ago.
Okay.
Okay, you have 3 minutes for prepare your speech.
Sorry, what were the 2 topics, the 2 choices?
Yeah, your first job.
My first job. Okay.
If you were born a decade ago.
Okay.
10 years ago. Okay. If you have 3 minutes for prepare your speech, I wanna go down. Let me set my timer. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, start. You have 1 minute.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay. Okay, great. So are you ready? Okay,
Yes.
great. So now you have 3 minutes for deliver your speech. I will give you 1 minute remainder. I'm gonna hold a white piece of paper
Okay.
when you have 1 minute left, and when you finish your speech, I'm gonna hold red piece of paper. This is part of the post-assessment video. So I'm gonna start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So my first job was until I was 21 and I graduated from college for my teaching degree. My first job was actually my first year of teaching. However, I want to back out a little bit or go back a little bit and explain why that was, that it was until I was 21 years old that I had my first job. And there are two reasons for that. One of them, in the culture that I grew up here in Mexico or the worldview, it's actually very normal for people to not have a job, middle class, high class, not have a job until they're either maybe in their last year of high school, but most people until they're actually done with college. And then they have their first job. And so parents focus on supporting their children and making sure that they're studying and they're excelling in their studies. So that was part of the culture that I grew up in. However, my family moved to the US in 2000 when I was in my 2 years left of high school. And while I was there in high school in the US, I noticed how most of my peers actually had a job. And I thought that was really good and very interesting. And I wanted to have a job. Now, my immigration status was in process at that time, so I was not able to work, to have an actual job. And so I came up with talking with my parents and being creative and wanting to have an activity like the rest of my peers were, most of my peers had, is to volunteer. So at that time, I began to volunteer in different options. One of them was, for example, I volunteer at summer camps at the elementary schools in the community that I lived in. I help teachers, aides, and also teaching in Spanish, and did different activities with elementary school camps and elementary schools. Another thing that I did as a more of a volunteer, it was that my friends, one of my close friends, her dad owned a State Farm insurance company, and I also helped her in the summers. And that was a way to keep me busy and to learn the language and the culture and learn more about it. One of my favorite activities, though, that I considered part like a job, but it was also more of a volunteer, was working with refugees that came from Ethiopia or Nigeria into the community that I lived in. At this time, the community was receiving a lot of refugees from a lot of what they call the lost boys. And my opportunity was some church, they would have the refugees come in and I would teach them. I would work one on one teaching English at that time, helping them with English. My English was getting better. And also, I would take them to the supermarket, for example, and show them how to shop and where to look for the prices and do different things like that. So, those were examples of what I consider my first job.
Okay. Thank you, Diva. This is the third video for post-assessment for public speaking. Thank you so much. You did a good job.
Thank you, Anna.
Okay.